Hello, Mr. George here. You're going to make a blues song on GarageBand using all the things that we've already learned. So we've learned about the 12-bar blues, the chord progression, which is C, 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 F, F, C, C, G, F, C, C. We also did the walking bass, the one that goes up and down the keyboard. We learned about the blues scale in C. We use the blues scale to improvise, because improvisation is a huge part of the blues. How do you add more bars? It's this plus icon that is on the top right of GarageBand. You click on the actual section A itself and you can adjust how many bars it is. So it needs to be 12 because it's the 12-bar blues. Next thing I would do is I would record with the metronome, which is this button here that is going, blue and white. You would make sure that's in time. So if it's not in time, if you record one thing that is not in time, it's going to pretty much mess up everything else and it's not going to sound too great. Let's have a look at GarageBand again. First thing I would do is I would do the chords. I've played them as crotchets. I just pasted it because I've already done this. Okay. One thing you can do just to make sure it's completely accurate is quantize the chords. You click on this mixing thing here. You click on track settings, quantization, and you can see actually we can set it to straight, or we can set it to swing, which actually there's swing in the blues. So I'm going to set it to a quarter note being a crotchet note. That should force it more in time because it might be a little bit out of time because humans aren't as accurate as a computer. Next, you would create a new track by clicking on the plus at the bottom left. You would select keyboard, and that's what I've done already. And I would go ahead and play the walking bass line. Again, making sure that it's in time. So let's have a go. It will look like this. So now I have two layers. We said we need another layer. That other layer is improvisation. So remember we said that in the blues, improvisation is very, very important. So we need to do it. You've done it for your last assessment. There were really, really good points about it. Some of you didn't do it with a backing track and you lost marks, but the majority of you followed instruction very well. Click on keyboard. And it's gone to a funny one here. You will see keyboard doesn't necessarily mean keyboard, right? It could be, for example, French horn. It could be a guitar. You can download extra instruments as well. But for the sake of the lesson, let's say I choose clarinet. Click done. Now, we have a clarinet. I need to now press play, mess around with the notes of the blues scale and see if I can come up with some really cool improvisation. Click record, we'll have a count in and go for it. Sounds good? Maybe. We would obviously listen to it. That would be it for today, but there is more coming, so do not delete this file because we will need it in upcoming weeks. That about wraps it up from me. Hope everything is clear on what you need to do today. Really try and experiment with the blues scale. Don't just come up with one quick improvisation and say, oh, that is the pinnacle of my expertise. Maybe you can do even better. Repetition, using the same notes, come up with little patterns here and there. Make sure you make use of rests as well, and rhythm. It's quite boring just to hear all the same rhythm going like no, 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 no. Already it's sounding a bit boring, but if you were to do something like do, 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 that already sounds better than do, 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 do. Thanks for watching. See you later.